stage, I prefer stage more than the studio.
Right.
Is because I'm a beast on stage. And I can be myself.
Yeah.
Right? And I, alhamdulillah, by now, after 17 years, I know how things work on stage. थोड़ा सा कोई glitch आता है तो आप उसको किस तरह से cover करते हैं. A lot of people don't even know that how many times I burped on stage. Right?
भी होता है.
Right, of course. Normal things, right? Everybody does that. But, you know, if you're good at hiding that stuff, you know, you've learned a little bit of the art to somehow showcase your art. लेकिन जो acting थी, of course, उसमें आप कुछ नहीं छुपा सकते. उसमें you have to be that person. You have to be, for example, Sang-e-Mah, you have to be Hilmand all the time. You cannot be Atif Aslam.
Yeah,
so to unlearn Atif Aslam, it was a big challenge for me. Because I was used to the fact that, you know, we have 7-star hotels everywhere we go, luxury and all of that.
Yeah.
We had to shoot in a gaon.
Right.
And that too in a guest house. And that too in the winter times.
Right.
Where there were no like heaters and stuff. वो वाले गैस वाले heaters थे जो कि कमरे में रख के सोने थे, कोई पता नहीं कब फट जाए. Right? So that kind of stuff. So khatarnak. And the first night when I was in that guest house, उस बिस्तर पे लेटा तो मैं छत की तरफ देख रहा हूँ, मैं कह रही, what have I signed for?
मैंने क्या कर दिया?
ये मैंने क्या कर दिया? But no, after a couple of hours, I couldn't sleep the first night. सही तरह से. After a few hours, I was like, no, this is how you started. Remember? This is how you started singing. इसी तरह की जगह होती थी.
Right.
इसी तरह के काम होते थे, इसी तरह के venues होते थे. इसी तरह लोग आके कभी कभार, मतलब तब तो बुली भी करते थे. Right? कि आपको तो गाना ही नहीं आता. आपको तो कुछ करना ही नहीं आता. आप क्या कर रहे हैं? ये किस तरह का गाना है? There is a theory to it. There's a hard and fast rule how to you sort of present yourself and sing with. एक singing का तरीका होता है. आप तो उस तरह से गा नहीं रहे. आप राग से बाहर गा रहे हैं. ये कैसे कर रहे हैं आप?
और अब जो आप गाते हैं वो तरीका बन जाता है.
So मतलब ये वो वाली तो I was drawing a comparison.
Right.
So that really helped me. Those 40 days really helped me unlearn Atif Aslam and become Hilmand.
Hilmand. कितनी देर का शूट था?
It was about 40 days, 35-40 days.
And all in the northern areas?
All in the area of Mansehra. It's called Bhogad Mang.
अच्छा.
And Las Piran.
Las Piran. Does it exist?
It does.
It does. अच्छा, मेरे ख्याल था fictional.
No, everything's real.
Really? I thought it was a fictional area.
Not at all.
Right.
Yeah.
So 40 days there.
Yeah.
Atif Aslam left behind somewhere in Lahore, in the luxuries of Lahore.
That's correct. I mean, था उसके 3 spells थे, but yes, of course, 12 दिन के 15 दिन के spells थे. लेकिन it was all great. कभी कभार लाइट चली जाती थी. I had to read the script. था generator, but then again, you know,
limited resources.
And I remember that I had no training and I had like no experience of acting. And suddenly, all of a sudden, you're standing in front of Numan Jaz. And you're like, okay, so...
And no less than Numan Jaz.
I mean, he's brilliant. He's great. He's a legend. But I remember when I got the script, I had to rehearse that script with my own self. B. मेरा जो घर का कुक था, उसको मैं स्क्रिप्ट पकड़ा देता, उसको मैं नुमान जाज बना देता. I mean, no offense, नुमान भाई.
But किसी ने तो पढ़नी थी ना lines.
हाँ, मतलब lines की बात कर रहा हूँ. तो नुमान जाज साहब जो थे वो, मतलब वो सामने मेरे बैठा हुआ है और वो obviously नुमान साहब की तरह वो react नहीं कर रहा था, वो सिर्फ dialogues पढ़ रहा था. तो मेरे ज़हन में वही था कि नुमान जाज साहब भी जो है ऐसे ही बात करेंगे, बल्कि लेकिन नहीं, मैं भूल गया था कि वो कौन है. You know, so when he started delivering dialogues, and I was like, wow, that's brilliant. That's how you do it.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. So he was very helpful at the same time as well. So बड़ा मजा आया.
हाँ, लेकिन rewind a little bit.
Yeah.
हम off camera बात कर रहे थे. बड़ी opposition आपको आई family से. Nobody encouraged you to do this, to do drama.
Yeah,
television.
Sara at the very first place.
Really?
Sara said, no, are you mad? Are you crazy? I mean, you're at the peak of your career. Why would you want to do such a silly move?
Big risk, huh?
Yeah. So I was like, no, man, I had to like challenge myself. I mean, are you trying to tell me that I cannot do this? She's like, no, if you're good at one thing, why are you trying to do another thing? I mean, but then I was like, okay, I don't care right now. I have to prove myself that I can do something else as well.
हाँ.
So ये मेरे अपने creativity के लिए जो है ना वो बहुत जरूरी है. So that's when I signed up, and when she saw it, and she's like, I never thought that you could do this.
हाँ.
मेरे ज़हन में आया नहीं है. And she was the first one who was very happy.
Happy, of course.
That, you know, with the success. जब लोगों ने उसको फोन किया और बताया कि Are you watching that drama? तुम्हारे मियाँ ने क्या acting की है? ये वो and all of that. She was very extremely happy and proud of me.
Atif, what went into the making of Hilmant? आपने कितनी groundwork की, homework किया, नहीं किया? Did you just jump into it? Because professionally, you haven't.
Nothing actually.
Yeah.
मुझे पहले कहा गया कि आप देखें Hamlet देखें.
हाँ.
फिर उन्होंने कहा ना देखें, कंफ्यूज हो जाएंगे.
ठीक है.
फिर मुझे ये समझ आई कि हाँ उसके जो डायलॉग्स आ रहे हो लस्पीरान के यतीम हिलमंद. So I had to build that voice and aura and the character myself. I did not know on the very first day कि ये बंदा होगा क्या. I was doing my thing. And I was asking Safi कि is it right? क्या यही कैरेक्टर? He's like बिल्कुल सही कर रहे हो, यही करना है.
यही करना है.
बिल्कुल सही कर रहे हो, यही करना है. So he was encouraging throughout. And where because I'm not a pro, so जहाँ मैं deviate करता था थोड़ा सा कैरेक्टर से, तो वहाँ मुझे बताता था अच्छा इसको इस तरह नहीं, थोड़ा सा ऐसे भी कर सकते हो. And then I asked him, can I bring in my element? हाँ जरूर. So he would appreciate it.
He was encouraging that way.
Exactly. So it was you know, I'm very thankful to him as well. You know, he really made an effort. In that case. Yeah, it was encouraging.
Yeah. So the music industry was, when you started your career, and you've said this in interviews, was not too welcoming and was very critical of you.
Beginning, yes.
Beginning. Did you feel the same energy in the television industry?
well, yes. But सिलसिला ये था कि मैंने किया ही नहीं था इस चीज के लिए. मैं तो अपने आप को चैलेंज कर रहा था. मेरी स्टोरी ये थी कि हाँ मुझे खुद को देखना है या बताना है कि यार मैं ये कर सकता हूँ या नहीं कर सकता. और जो फैंस बताएंगे कि हाँ यार आपने बहुत अच्छा काम किया है या गंदा काम किया है, तो तब समझ आ जाएगी. बिकॉज इंडस्ट्री के लोग जो है ना आपको कभी कभार मुरव्वत में भी कह देते हैं कि यार हाँ अच्छा था काम, मजा आया आपका काम देख के. फिर कभी कभार वो ये भी कहते हैं, मतलब बहुत कम ऐसे लोग होते हैं जो कहते हैं नहीं यार सॉरी मजा नहीं आया, बात नहीं बनी. या कोई बहुत ही आपका अच्छा दोस्त होगा, आपको वो ये जरूर बताएगा यार मुझे लगता है तू बेहतर कर सकता था. वो सबके सामने नहीं कहेगा. बट I remember after the premiere of the launch of the first episode जो कि सिनेमा में की थी, I remember going to someone's place. सैफी ने मुझे बुलाया था और वहां पे जितने डायरेक्टर्स थे वो हजरात बैठे हुए थे जो they're the king makers and you know जो ड्रामास बना रहे हैं all of that, जिनके बड़े बड़े ड्रामास आ रहे हैं. So they were all very appreciative about the whole Hillman situation कि यार we weren't expecting, तुमने अपनी आंखों से बड़ा अच्छा काम लिया है, तुमने अपनी आवाज से बड़ा अच्छा काम लिया है. So I took those compliments as compliments. So I would say the directors, that fraternity, they were very welcoming.